Hey gang, welcome back to my channel. And today, this will be the part 2 to Tupac's lost interview with Vibe magazine. We're gonna finish it off today. Your girl is ready to see what else, my man's gotta say. He's speaking some real stuff in the first part. So let's see the second part, what he got to say, what questions are gonna be asked, how he's gonna respond. So we just finna fill him out real quick or whatever. If you're new to this channel, I'm Yana. Welcome to my channel. And you should also hit the subscribe button while you're at it because I'm lit. If you like Tupac, also hit the subscribe button. And I don't know, just do it. And give this video a big thumbs up for Tupac if you want me to react to his last and final interview with Sway. Get this video to 200 likes and I will react to that interview that he did. Also, hit the notification button to get notified anytime I post Tupac videos because now we'll be back on that Tupac tip so you guys will stay informed and stay updated with your girl. And go ahead and follow me on my social medias. They're in the description box as always. Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter to stay updated with me when I'm not on this platform. And without further ado, let's get to the interview.
Just like me, they say this guy's Mr. Duplicity. He's always saying this good shit to the females, and he say holding this and that. See, that's where you're wrong. First you tell all the niggas, they tell him too short, but he never say nice shit. And they telling him he's a horrible person. I say one bad shit on one side, a good shit on the other side, and I'm Mr. Duplicity. What does the world want? They have to sit their politically correct ass down and figure out what it is they want, because they bullshit. All the time. I'm really into books. I'm into the part. Right now, I'm into Mastering the Art of War. I just found all these new books. Thoughts of a General, How to Win an Argument Every Time, The Buying of a President. What's that book I got? The Russian guy? Stalin. I got that. Christopher Darden book. You'll Never Work Again in Hollywood. Whatever that is, when they talk about people that slept together. I'm reading that. A lot of different things, but mostly shit on what built generals and what made countries and what I want to read what Clinton read. Because he does the same shit I do, but don't, get in trouble. All his homeboys commit suicide. He get caught with his pants down in the bathroom, and this nigga is still the president. I got women on, marching outside my shows. This nigga is the fucking president. I'm 24, he's 40. What's his excuse? I'm 24, he's 40, what's his excuse? The tomfoolery. And he white, bruh, you know that. It's passes for white people to do all types of stuff. They can do certain things that people aren't going to either bat an eye at or it's not going to change their opinion. They'll be like, oh, well, they're just a hurt person, or oh, they're just joking around, or oh, they're just messing around, or oh, basically people will put up excuses for white people, but for black people, as soon as whatever that you do, it's stamped on you, that's who you are. Say you did get caught, say President Obama got caught getting neck. You want the neck? Getting neck from a secretary. First of all, he wouldn't have done a second term. He would have been impeached that day. By the end of the week, he would have been done for. He'd been the first black president and the last black president. Because he didn't do anything scandalous while he was in the White House. That's why we have another chance to maybe one day have another black president. Thank you, Obama, for not fucking up in office. But yeah, there's double standards for races, of course. White people can do certain things that black people can't. And you have to act a certain way and be a certain way. And it's sad that in today's society that black people can't really completely be themselves because they'll be seen as ratchet, ghetto, loud, ignorant. But a white person can do it and they're just, having fun, having a grand time and being themselves and being free. That's crazy, right? I find that very odd.
You respect Sadia? Who?
Yeah,
he's
Aside from the fame and money,
who's smoking a blind?
Relationship.
I believe that, I always discuss this, I feel like I'm one of the old-fashioned type of guys. Where as soon as I find me a woman that doesn't mind the fact that I want to be in charge, and that I believe that, just like with the yin and yang, there's a masculine and feminine, I believe in that in a relationship.
I believe that most of our problems as black people and as people in general is that we've forgotten our roles. The men have forgotten their roles as men. Therefore, the women have forgotten their roles. And that's where we get all this duplicity in love making and duplicity in sexuality, is because we've forgotten our roles and we're willing to settle for less. Not that they're not legitimate people who really do like this style, but a lot of it right now is just this niggas ain't shit. So I want some pussy, you know what I mean? And the niggas just being like, you know, these black bitches ain't shit and won't, or these white bitches ain't shit and won't. For me, I can't do that. I can't turn my love off for a woman, no matter if they send me to jail and they talk shit, and they really do piss me off. But I still can't love a man. I still love women. I still get excited when they come in the room and all that. So I feel as though what I can offer is my viewpoint, who I am, my style, my lifestyle. And that I believe in my heart that I'm a man's man. I'm a man's man. I made myself. I'm a millionaire by my own hands, you know what I mean? I fight for myself. I've been fighting for myself. I'm a struggler, a striver. I take care of my family. I take everything that you want, I do. You know what I mean? It's just that I'm real. So I'm not politically correct, but I'm still a man's man. And
Alright, so let's go ahead and have a little, little chit-chat discussion. You know me, I can carry on talking about shit for forever. But he was just talking about masculinity and femininity and how people have forgotten their places. Like, as in the olden days, men are supposed to be like up here, then the wife, then the kids, and so on and so forth. So basically in the family, the man is the head of the household. And he said some people have forgotten their places. And this is true. A lot of men these days are not actual men. They are boys stuck in a man's body. They weren't taught how to be in a relationship, how to love a woman, how to take care of a woman, how to treat her. None of that. And then it all falls back to men's and fathers not being in their kids' lives. Fathers are a big part of kids growing up. So if you think that you being there is not going to impact them, you're completely wrong. It definitely does impact the child, boy and girl. And it's true, a lot of women have forgotten their places too, because a lot of women are so used, single mothers is what I'm talking about, are so used to being the mother and the father at the same damn time for the kids, because the father either left, ain't shit, in prison, dead, or whatever the case may be. So most of the time women have to be both the father and the mother and take care of the household all by themselves while raising, however many kids that they have. And it's hard. And of course, and then it all goes back to women ain't shit and men ain't shit. Both genders say the same thing about each other. They ain't shit, black, white, they all ain't shit. We all say it. We've all said it before. If you literally can look me in my face and say you've never said the opposite gender ain't shit, use a bold lie. Because I know we've all said it, whether we're angry, whether we're just joking. But I feel like deep down, some of us actually do believe that they're not squat. But that doesn't mean, we gonna stop maybe loving the other gender just because we have our opinions. And all the time, it's not that people think the whole gender is not crap. It's just that person that we mess with that ain't squat that kind of messes up the whole picture for the rest of them. It's kind of like when can I find one that's not going to be like this and act like this? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, also, and back to the whole fathers not being in their kids' life, that also trickles into mass incarceration. Because see, the whole point of that is to make sure the fathers aren't in the kids' lives, which is why mass incarceration is a thing, is basically to kill off the black fathers. If there's no way to reproduce, that means there can't be no more black people, and that means that can be a cease to the end of a whole ethnicity. So that would be also why a lot of fathers aren't in their kids' life. But also, a lot of them just don't have excuses. A lot of them just aren't squat. A lot of them just aren't ready. They're big kids. They don't care. They're selfish. And I feel like as women, y'all should see them traits before you lay down with this man. I heard this from someone. I don't know who it was, but someone said you have to think about it. Every time you sleep with someone or lay down with someone, you got to think, is this the person I would want to have a child with? Even if y'all just hitting it and quitting it. Even if y'all just friends with benefits, you really got to think about that, because anyone, you can get pregnant at any time. It doesn't matter whether you expect it or not. Oops, surprise, you're pregnant. So you have to think about that every time you kind of lay down with somebody. Is this the person you can see raising your kids? Would he raise your kid? Is he gonna be a part of that, or is he just gonna be slowly disappear type of stuff? But yeah.
Even family values.
What type of women would it take?
Very, very, very strong.
I can hear shit.
And one who was more in love with me than I was. Because I have to be more in love with her than she is. And that's what it is. Every time I fall in love with a woman, I don't fall in love with the woman she is. I fall in love with the woman that she could be.
Every time he falls in love with a woman, he said he doesn't fall in love with who she is. He falls in love with who she could be. Now that's a very profound statement. See, a lot of people in this generation only see skin deep. They only see what's in front of them. They don't or care too much about the inside. If your outside ain't looking right, they're not checking for what you got to say or what's inside of you or how your heart is or how you think about things or your feelings about things. They only care about, oh right, she's pretty. Then I'll talk to her and then find out. But it's never like, oh, I saw her walk by and I felt her spirit, or her spirit was just glowing or anything like that. So yeah. And also, I remember one time there was a post and I posted on Facebook and it was like, do you think a man has to be more in love with a woman than she is with him in order to make a relationship work? And a lot of my friends said, yeah, like the man has to be more in love with the girl to make it work. And I never actually thought about that or put too much thought into it because I was just like, I don't know, I feel like it should be equal love, but it is true. Someone in a relationship is gonna love someone more than the other. It might be your man, it might be you, but someone is gonna love the other one more than the other, and that's just facts. I mean, you guys can't have the same amount of love for each other. If you really think about it, it's kind of impossible because counterpart might love everything about you, all your flaws, everything, even the way your breath smell in the morning when it's stank dry. Might even love the smell of your booty crack, like, and your significant other might not love every single flaw about you. But you know, it all depends on the couple and just like how y'all vibe together, honestly.
I haven't found a woman yet that fits up to my standards. And I'm sure I don't fit up to anybody's standards. But I haven't found one yet. But I found ones that I think that have the potential to be a rawest woman in the world. You know what I mean? I feel like it's natural for a man, especially being black, to feel like he's a king and he's looking for his queen. And that's where I'm at right now. You can't be a king until you've made yourself, until you've done something. And I've accomplished my goals. My goals are set out to make me a man. Now I feel like I'm a man now. I set up goals to make me a king. Now I'm not a king of anybody else but me. You know, nobody else is under my rule but me and my kids. You know what I mean? But I made myself into a king. Now I need a queen to be happy so that I can be a teacher and a father. I can't be that until I find a queen. So I'm stuck at that. Yeah, I'm working on one right now. 10 draws and Tandy Newton called Gridlock.
Oh, when's it coming out?
It should be out in January or February. We're doing the soundtrack too.
Really?
Yeah.
You feel real positive about that?
I think I've seen Gridlock.
It's going to be something totally different. Hopefully, this will do something for you. You know what I mean? It's a shame. If nothing else, at best, it'll just prove I can show up on the set on time and still have an hour to sell 5 million and doing my shit.
Congratulations on that.
And still be pushing this, thank you. And still be doing that and show just that good, that I work hard, if nothing else, to show why I should not be in jail. Because in a little bit of time that I've been out, I've made these things to show that I don't need to be in jail. You know, you can still rehabilitate my ass right out here, you know, with everybody else. Because it's the money that rehabilitates, not the jail.
Okay. What about father figures? You don't hear much about you speak about your mother a lot, about your father. You have a relationship with him?
I thought my father was dead for all my life,
Really?
except after I got shot, I looked up and there was this nigga that looked dead on me, and he was my father, so I found out. You still ain't take no blood test, but I mean, the nigga looked like you, and then the other nigga is dead, so to me it's like I'm past the father thing, you know what I mean? But I do want to know him, and I do know him, we do talk, and he did help me when I was locked up, and he did come visit me, and it's all love, but I'm past that.
What religion are you?
Okay, so I definitely understand where he's coming from with the whole father thing. And in my past Tupac videos, y'all did tell me that like for his whole life he thought his father was dead, and then when he got shot, his father was there, and like it's crazy when something tragic like that happens. Like then your father shows up like out of nowhere, like all this time. This is when you want to come when I'm damn near dead. But I mean, what can you do? So he said he was like past the need for a father, which at this interview he's 24, so I'm 22, 2 years younger than when he was in this video. And I think children are always going to need their fathers, even though at this point he thought that he was past the point where he needed a father in his life. You can always learn things all the time. Doesn't matter how old you are, you can always learn something new that you never knew. Or people can always, change your mind on your ways of thinking, or just, open up your mind to other types of ways of living and being. It's kind of like, how are you supposed to raise children and raise your own child, but like no one gives you a guide to being a good father, correct? But you don't have your father in your life, so how can you be sure that you're going to, at least try to reciprocate, the love that you didn't get from your father to your kids? Because sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. But I feel like in that sense, he was completely wrong. I don't have that thought at all of like, it doesn't matter like how old you get. I feel like you're always gonna need your parents in your life, because like those are the people that raised you. Those are the people that are gonna forever love you, that are down for you, that will hold you down, that will take you in. Like, they're your parents. They're the people that gave birth to you. They're the reason that you're here. So to say that you are past the point of needing one of them, it's kind of crazy. Like, I can't comprehend, because my father is dead and I never met him. So I can't really kind of register that. But honestly, if my dad was here, I just need him now. Even at 22, I need him. Like, I've always needed him. Like, I don't know if he's ever felt that way about me, that he needed to see me or even cared. Like, sometimes I think about that. I think about that a lot at the time, often, really. Like, if he ever wanted to see me, I really just want to know what happened and like why he was never in my life. Like, I always wanted to know that from his side. Like, I don't know. We're gonna get emotional, and I don't feel like getting emotional. We're gonna get back to this interview.
I'm the religion that, to me, is the realest religion that is. I believe in God. I try to pray to God every night as I pass out. And I think that's, and to me, religion, my idea of religion is this. I think that if you, I learned this in jail, because I talked to every guy there was in jail. I think that if you take one of the O's out of good, it's God. If you had a D to evil, it's the devil. I think some cool motherfuckers sat down a long time ago and said, let's figure out a way that we can control motherfuckers. And that's what they came up with, is the Bible. Because if the guy wrote the Bible, I'm sure it would have been a revised copy by now. You know what I mean? Because a lot of shit has changed. And I've been looking for this revised copy, and I don't see it. I still see that same old copy that they had from then. And I'm not disrespecting anybody's religion. Please forgive me if it comes off like that. I'm just stating my opinion. I feel like we get crucified. I mean, the Bible's telling us all these people did this because they suffered this much. That's what makes them special people. I got shot 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I mean? And I got crucified to the media. You know what I mean? And I walked through with the thorns on, and I had shit thrown on me, and I had the thief at the top. I told that nigga I'll be back for you. You know what I mean? And trust me, this is not supposed to be going down. I'll be back. So I'm not saying I'm Jesus, but I'm saying that we go through that type of thing every day. We don't part the Red Sea, but we walk through the hood without getting shot. You know what I mean? We don't turn water to wine, but we turn motherfucking dope fiends and dope heads into profitable, productive citizens into society. You know what I mean? We turn money. We turn words into money. You know what I mean? What greater gift can there be? So I believe God blesses us. I believe God blesses those that hustle, those that use their mind, and those that overall are righteous. I believe that your karma, everything that you do bad comes back to you. So anything that I'm doing that's bad, I'm going to have to suffer for. But in my heart, I think what I'm doing is right. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm going to heaven. You know?
Whoo! He said a mouthful. Now we're getting on the topic of religion. Now on my channel, I don't want to be a YouTuber to cross those boundaries of bringing up religion, because everyone believes in their own ideologies and their own ways of thinking, and I respect everyone's ways of thinking. What I believe is what I believe, and just because I believe this doesn't mean anyone else has to believe it. But me personally, I don't believe in religion. Religion itself is a man-made thing. You can believe in God and not be part of religion, meaning you don't have to be part of a denomination. Like, you don't have to be Christian or Jewish or Muslim to believe in God. I believe God is real. Do I believe he was a real person? Yeah, I have to believe that, honestly. I have to. The Bible. Now, the Bible is a very tricky and touchy subject, because he said he feels like somebody just sat down and came up with God as a figure and then wrote a book. And then just basically did this just to control people. A lot of my friends had that same theory as well, that, I don't know, it was white people, Caucasian, whoever, sat down, made up this huge figure that is in charge of everything in this universe. and also wrote basically a guide to the way of living. The Bible itself has been revised and rewritten so many times. You really don't know what the heck it said, the original copy said. And allegedly, the writers of the Bible were the 12 disciples that, you know, were with Jesus. And those are people that wrote the Bible. Like I said, there's not proof to everything that's being said in religion. That's why I said this is a very touchy topic. So if you want to skip over this, you can go ahead and skip over this topic if you don't want to like hear this, which is a-okay with me. That's fine. But yeah, I believe God is a real person because all this didn't come from fucking nothing. I'm gonna tell you that now. All this earth, these plants, these animals, people, the technology, all this didn't come from nothing. This is why I think the Big Bang Theory is a bunch of bullshit. You really fucking think two rocks collided and just boom? So nothing so two nothings came together and made Earth. That's what you're trying to. That sounds stupid as fuck. And for people that be like, oh, I don't believe in God, nigga, how? How do you think all this came to be? By nothing? All this came by chance? No, nigga. Of course, something made all this. Duh. How did the sun come to be? How did the moon come to be? You think they came from nowhere? Really? Let's be smart. Let's not be stupid. Come on now. Like, we all know something had to create all of this that we're living in. All of this is created by someone or something. Which people think God is a person, he's a spirit, he's an entity, however you want to think of him as. Personally, I would like to think he's an actual tangible person or was a tangible person. I would like to think that. But then that gets into who made God and how did he come to be, which, you know, we can go ahead and talk about this topic for forever because your mind will be blown with all the stuff that you would hear. But I would also like to think of him as like an entity, like a spirit, like he's just everywhere. And he's everywhere. And then he's nowhere. He's literally right next to you if you want him to be. It just all depends. But yeah, religion for me is like a no-go. Religion is it's greedy, it's money hungry, it's controlling, it's just a lot. Religion itself is just something like I haven't been a part of in a minute. If I were to say what denomination I'm a part of, it would be Christian, but I don't really kind of believe in religion. I believe in God. I believe in living right, being a good person, being a good human being, trying to do the best that I can. Praying, I do believe in praying. I do pray. But as far as going to church, it's not too much on a buck like for me to do. I wouldn't mind it, but it's just so much hypocritical and just hypocritical things going on within the church, within religion, just life period. It's kind of like, why would I want to throw myself into like all this tomfoolery when I could just literally, you know, talk to God on my own and just be with him and, you know, pray whenever I want to. I don't have to be inside a church to be seen as a godly person because I know what I am. And honestly, like Pac said, like, I believe he just wants us to live righteous, be good people, do it's not even do good things, do human things, do common sense things. If you see someone struggling, help. Don't sit there and whip out your phones and laugh and record. Help. You know what I'm saying? Be a good person, you know? Be a human, please. Because technically, you know, no one's actually a good person but God. Because everyone sins. And we sin every day. All the time.
I mean, and I think heaven is just when you sleep with a good conscience. You don't have nightmares. And hell is when you sleep, the last thing you see is all the fucked up things you did in your life. And you just see it over and over again. Because you don't burn.
Oh yeah, and also I forgot about, he mentioned karma as well. I definitely do believe in karma. I believe that's God telling you like, yo, if you want to do effed up things that people do effed up things, it's going to come back to you. I definitely believe in karma. Karma has come to me numerous times. I'm not going to flex. I've done some not good things and it has come back. And it comes back for everybody. Karma is a real one. She is real and she comes back full force. You want to be ignorant? She going to come with the ignorance as well. Like, you want to bring the noise? She bring in the stereo, the stage, the lights, the microphone. She bringing it all. The concert, the people. She bringing it all with her. So yeah, definitely believe in karma. Karma is real. Whatever you put out is gonna come back to you tenfold, if not more.
Because if that's the case, it's hell on earth because bullets burn. You know what I mean? It's people that got burned in fires. That means they went to hell already. You know what I mean? All that is here. So what else? What do you got there that we ain't seen here? What, you gonna walk around aimlessly, that zombie? Nigga, that's here. You ain't been on the streets lately? You know what I mean? What heaven is now. Look, we sitting up here in the big screen. It's heaven for the moment.
Okay, yeah, he said heaven for the moment. Hold up now. Now this is heaven and hell are two places that no one technically has ever seen, that's alive, that has ever seen. A lot of people have said they've been to hell or they've been to heaven when they've been to close to near-death experiences. And do I believe heaven and hell is real? Yes, I do. Do I believe earth is either heaven or hell? No. This is a, I don't want to say paradox, but this is just a, I kind of feel like this is like a deciding factor. Like this, where we are right now decides whether you're going to go up, whether you're going to go down. And he said, earth is kind of like heaven and hell. And honestly, to an extent, it's like hell now. Trust me. That's how I know this world is going to be no more. That's how I know it's going to be a clean start. The way this earth is going, the way people are treating each other, and the way people are just acting these days, it's just a matter of time. I mean, whatever situation is, you can either make it heaven or hell. I mean, you could be living in pure hell, but it might not be as bad as what actual hell is. If you've read the Bible, y'all would know what hell is supposed to be. It's supposed to be this hot, fiery place that's ran by Lucifer, the devil, who was once one of God's angels. He runs the place. And it's basically y'all just there for eternity because all the sins you've done. Not repenting. Basically just being not good people. Allegedly it said, you know, Hitler's down there and numerous other celebrities are supposed to be allegedly in hell. And a lot of the people that have been to these near-death experiences and have visited hell while they're, you know, in comas and stuff said that they saw some of these celebrities, some of your beloved celebrities in hell, burning, crying, begging for another chance to do right and be right. And I know it's a scary thought to think of and a lot of people don't like to think about that, but it could be a reality. Like, we don't know, but it could be reality. You have to think about that. You can't just think, oh, well, when we die, we just don't go anywhere and our body's just laying in the ground and our souls are just like, where do they go? Nowhere? They just fizzle out or something? Like, no. Why do you think there's ghosts? Or why do you think there's still spirits that still roam this earth that don't know where to go or are still stuck here? Obviously, that means we have a soul and this is just our shell and our soul is inside of us. I don't get too much into this, but let's finish this.
You know what I mean? Hell is jail. I seen that one. Trust me, this is what's real. And all that other shit is to control you. If the churches took half the money that they was making and gave it back to the community, we'd be alright. If they take half the buildings that they use to praise God and gave it to motherfuckers who need God, we'd be alright. We'd be alright. Have you seen some of these goddamn churches lately? It's ones that take up the whole block in New York. It's homeless people out here.
It's something I take up the
Why ain't God let them stay here? Why these niggas got gold ceilings and shit? Why God need gold ceilings to talk to me? Why do God need colored windows to talk to me? Why God can't come where I'm at, where he sent me? If God wanted to talk to me in a pretty spot like that, why the hell he sent me here then? You know what I mean? That make ghetto kids not believe in God. Why? So that's a wrong religion. I believe in God. I believe God put us wherever we want to be at. Then it makes sense that God will put us in the ghetto. That means he wants us to work hard to get up out of here. That means he's testing us even more. That makes sense. It makes sense that if you're good in your heart, then you closer to God. But if you're evil, then you're close to the devil. That makes sense. I see that every day. All that other spooky shit don't make sense. And I don't even believe, I'm not dissing them, but I don't believe in the brothers. I was in jail with them and having conversations. Brothers, I'm God. If you God, open the gate for me.
Yeah.
You know how far the sun is and how far the moon is? How the hell do I pop this fucking gate and get me free up out of here? Then I'll be a 5% for life. But, never seen it.
Well, this was the second part to Tupac's Lost interview with Vibe magazine. And as we heard from this part, he talked about a lot of different topics. He touched on, relationships. He touched on relationships, religion, heaven and hell. he touched on a lot of different topics, and I like how he just correlates those into those questions. She asked him a question, but then he kind of talked about other things, but that were still kind of related to that question. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you know, me rambling on as usual, because some of you guys are like that, some of you guys are kind of like, shut the fuck up. I'm also in my head kind of like, shut the fuck up, you're talking a lot. But you guys like to hear my opinions on stuff, and I appreciate that, because I like giving my opinions and talking to you guys just about real topics and like real things. And like I said, everyone can have their own opinions and own ideas about things. We don't all have to believe in the same thing or live the same way, because that wouldn't make us normal or kind of human. So you guys leave your opinions and thoughts on what Tupac said and what I said down in the comments below, because I like to hear your thoughts and opinions. Yeah, if you made it this far in the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to become part of the gang. Also hit the notification button to get notified every time that I upload a Tupac video, which I will start doing more frequently than I have in the past couple months. Also get this video to, what I said, 100 or 200? Whatever, 100 or 200 likes, I forgot what I said. Get this video to 100 likes, and I will react to his interview with our dear friend Sway. Baby, I'll react to that interview. And go ahead and follow me on my social medias in the description box, as always, if you want to see a girl off of the tube, like on IG and Snapchat and Twitter and things like that. Go ahead and follow me on those. And I love you guys, and I will see you, my gang, in another video. Gang.